Hello, everyone, and welcome to our reading. Today we are using the Sacred Self Care Oracle. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for leaving me messages in the chat box to let me know where you're from and what you enjoy about the readings. I love reading your messages. And thank you so much to the ones who told me that they could not hear me. My volume button was not all the way up. So I apologize if you got any readings and you really couldn't hear me and you had to they could hear me, like I could hear myself on my side when I turned it on and everything. It was fine. But I noticed that it could have went louder, but I didn't have the volume button all the way up on the download whenever I downloaded it. So I apologize if some of the readings were really light. I talk really light too. So right now I'm kind of forcing myself to be louder. So I'm not really a loud person, unless I'm like really angry or something. But I apologize if you was unable to hear me. Thank you so much for letting me know so that I could make sure that future videos I'm speaking louder so that you can hear me better. All right, so we are going to take a look at our self-care. So what is it that you need to do to make sure your self-care um, is in check, right? That's the main thing, is what can you do to help make sure that you are showing up for yourself in the best way. All right, so let's take our closing card. There's our closing card, and let's take a look. I hope everybody is doing great. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for following. Thank you for sharing. All of my readings are free, and it really helps when you have other people that are sharing the links and the things like that, because it makes it really hard for me to get out and do the readings if I'm not like charging and stuff like that. Like a lot of people have websites and things like that they sponsor. So I really appreciate it. I'm not saying that it's wrong to charge. Please don't think that I'm saying that it's wrong to charge for readings. That's not what I'm saying. I just know that I was asked by the universe to not charge. I was asked to provide my services free of charge, and I am honored to do that because the creator has helped me. God has helped me so many ways. Like I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't have had the spiritual assistance that I have had. So I am very grateful and very thankful and very honored to be able to provide these readings for you. And I know that I am providing readings for many different purposes, that far exceed anything that I could possibly put a price on. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing, because I really don't have a big social group. I don't really know a lot of people. I went from having a lot of friends to downsizing to not having a lot of friends, because I had to really, well, the universe kind of weeded out a lot of people too. So I appreciate word of mouth. I appreciate you sharing. It really means a lot. So thank you so much. To me, that is a payment, right? Being here and allowing me to do your reading is a payment. So some things are just they're just more valuable than what you could put a price on. So thank you so much. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for following and sharing and just being a part of what I am called to do. It means a lot. And I hope that my readings always serve you in the highest good. And I hope that they help you to make the decisions that are for your highest good. And always, always wishing you the very best. Okay, so let's take a look at what you can do for yourself. So there's so much going on in the world right now. And I hope that you are making sure that you are making healthy decisions when it comes to turning on the news, right? The news can often cause us worry, anxiety, sleepless nights, unnecessary worry. A lot of times we don't even have the full information and truth about a lot of things. So please have discernment when you are turning on your TV and listening to the news. The one thing you want to make sure is that you're not burning yourself out. You can have actual mental burnout without realizing it. If you're going to work, dealing with your work, dealing with people that you're driving past or passaging on the during the day or whatever, that's all mental, right? And then you come home from work, you're tired, and then you turn on the news and that's mental. So please be aware of what you're doing to your mental health. Right? Please make sure that when you are listening to the news or doing something that you are asking yourself, is this healthy for me? Am I making the right healthy decisions right now for my day, right? You might be okay with watching the news one day, but maybe the next day, you just got a lot going on, you're tired, you're worn out, and the news can set off certain emotions, right? So just make sure that you have balance and discernment. Okay, that's one of the main things too that's really important when it comes to self-care is your mental self-care. So this is telling you that it is time for a massage. So either you can give yourself a massage, or you can go and get a massage, or you can ask somebody to help you with a massage, or there's a lot of there's a lot of technology too. Like you can give yourself, like there's different things that give your feet massages, and there's handheld back massagers, and so like you could use technology, anything like that. But the thing is I think what this message truly is coming in right now is the importance of of releasing. Like when you are doing this, like this is like reflexology. In reflexology, your feet are the gateways to your organs in your body, right? When they used to cleanse the feet with oils many, 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 many years ago, the reason why they did that was because the oils was absorbed through your skin. Your skin is your biggest organ on your body. And so the oils was absorbed into the skin, into the blood, into like the veins and the blood and everything, and then it was sent throughout your body, and it could reach the organs that was on the inside, right? So like the Chinese medicines and things like that, when you massage your hand, when you massage your feet, when you massage certain parts of your body, you are releasing those trapped energy blocks within your body. The fluency that is trapped in those muscles, right? They're they might not be able to go where they need to go. The destination has been compromised, right? So if you get a massage, a really good one, like you are actually releasing stress, you're releasing like tension, you're releasing emotions, you're releasing like hormones and things like that. Like a massage isn't just about loosening up your muscles. It has to do with allowing the energy to flow. It has to do with releasing the energy that's being withheld into a certain spot that could eventually turn into pain, right? So you want to make sure that you are working the energy through your body in a way that allows for anything that does not serve you to be moved through you and released in a good way. Look at the stars. Okay, so in this card here, you might be someone who is very attuned with the stars, the universe. You're just pulled to looking up. A long time ago, we didn't have cities, we didn't have a lot of distractions like we do today. And so people would often just stargaze. They would often just, sit and just stare at the stars and pay attention to what moved around in the atmosphere, and the the energy exchange, right? Everything has like an energy exchange. So a lot of times people would sit and stare at the stars, and it would calm them, or it would relax them, or it would help them to release any tensions that they have. It might help them fall asleep. It would give them clarity. Like there was a lot of energy exchange when it came to the stars, and the moon as well. Like the moon holds a frequency, so a lot of people would often moon gaze and watch the moon because the energy around the moon would often help them feel better, and it would also often help them to release certain things or prepare for certain things, or it would just clear their mind from whatever they were doing, right? So a lot of people are very very close to the sky. The sky just, it might feel like a home away from home kind of energy, right? So this is just telling you to pause. When we are told to look at the sky, it's also an interpretation for pausing, right? If you go out and you look up at the sky, you can't walk because you're looking up, right? You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're going to step into, right? So it's basically like an energy of pause, be still, be in the moment, breathe, and just allow yourself this space. Okay. In a world where we're constantly thinking, constantly creating, constantly moving, constantly doing, this is just asking you to pause, look up and take your eyes off of whatever's distracting you, and just be in the moment and just breathe. And then, of course, you got deep breathing as your next card. So, yeah, again, and there's the universe. There's like the universe coming in. See the planets, and of course you have the stars. So again, this is a great way to connect to yourself, right? This is just a reminder that you need to take care of the inside just as much as you try to take care of the outside. You can't keep showing up on the outside if your inside is a mess. So this card is reminding you of the importance of coming inward and doing the inner peace, the inner connecting, the inner grounding, okay? And the inner shutting down. Shut down the outside noise so that you can come into your heart space. Notice how her hand is over her heart space, right? Honor that love and that energy that is within your heart. Set with it. Just breathe through it. Find the peace within it, and then come back to reality, right? Sometimes you just need that to kind of like recalibrate yourself, especially if you have a lot going on. If you're someone that's very, very busy and you have a lot going on, this is just a great way to just kind of take that moment to just kind of stop, come back to your center, breathe, and just release any tension that could possibly put you in the wrong direction, right? I know some people have illnesses where if they're high tempered, it can make them feel very ill. It can cause sickness in their body, right? So like some people, the calmer you are, the better your blood pressure is, things like that. Also clarity, sometimes if you have anxiety, if you have a lot going on, it might be really hard to just constantly have things running through your head. So this is a great exercise to do just to kind of bring you back to center and bring you back to focus, okay? And bring you back to breathing so that you don't allow that anxiety or stress or worry to overtake you. Okay. And then your next one is alone time. It is very important that you value your alone time. Okay. So the universe here is like making space for her. Okay. So she's in the ocean and it's making space for her. So this is telling you the importance of taking time to be by yourself, taking time. And it doesn't necessarily mean just you. Like this could just be like time for you and your family. Time where you tell other people, no, I'm sorry, I can't go out this weekend, or no, I'm sorry, I can't do this for you. I need to spend time with my family. I need to spend time with my children. Because here's the thing, life goes really, really fast. And if you are constantly rushing, then you're going to look back and you're going to realize that it's gone. Like everything is gone. Did you take the time that you needed to spend with those that mattered the most? Like that's going to be a lot of what comes in here. And alone time also is a way for you to recharge, right? So having some alone time allows you to truly pour back into who you truly are, and it allows you to be able to show up again feeling like you're ready and you're full force, into it. When you don't have alone time and you're constantly pouring and pouring and pouring and giving and giving and giving, you drain yourself and then you don't have the energy to even do the things that you need to do, which is like brush your teeth or eat or, get ready for work. Like you just feel drained in those areas. When you start to feel drained in those areas, that's a sure sign from the universe that you need to call back your energy, that you need to see what you're doing too much of, and so that you could do a little less here and offer yourself a little more here. sit down and relax and just enjoy a meal without rushing, right? Or just enjoy a moment without doing something. Just sit down and just enjoy a cup of tea or just enjoy a cup of coffee without multitasking, right? That's kind of like what this says, or for some people, you might be traveling. This is a holiday time going on with like the seasons changing and everything and different holidays coming, and so you might feel the need to travel, right? This might be a great time for you to have some alone time. If for some of you, I get the message coming in, don't tell people where you're going. Like you can tell your family or whatever, but I feel like they're like you need to make sure that you don't go telling a bunch of people because they're going to show up. They're going to show up there and then you're not going to have your alone time because they're going to show up and be like, "Hey, and some people don't understand the importance of alone time because some people don't like to be alone because when they're alone, the things that they haven't faced creeps in and their mind starts thinking and they don't like that and they're not ready to deal with the healing and things like that, so they try to keep themselves very very busy, right? So alone time is often very important for those that are on the healing journey, that are doing the healing work, because that alone time is for you to just love who you are, love who you're becoming, and continue to heal and grow in the direction that you're going in. So just be aware that some people may not understand the importance of your alone time because they're not doing it, and they can't relate to you because they're not experiencing it. They're not allowing themselves to have it. So they don't understand the value of your alone time. So some people might try to talk you out of that alone time. Why do you want to be alone so much? Why do you have to do this? Why can't you do it? And it's because they just don't understand the importance of what you get from that time. So don't give that time away, freely. Make sure that you are awarding yourself that free time so that you're pouring back into yourself as well, right? Because that's going to pay off for everybody around you. And then our last one is music. So frequency, we have vibrations and frequency here. So frequency healing, learning a new instrument might come in here. For some of you, you might want to learn how to play a certain instrument, or maybe singing bowls, didgeridoo, drums, or maybe you're being told to tune in to music and listen. Like if you don't want to play music, then maybe you're being guided to listen to music. Music has many different frequencies, right? Depending on what you listen to. Some music can make you want to go after somebody that you really hate, and you haven't healed that energy yet. So you're like, you turn on that music and all of a sudden there's something that comes up that you might not have thought about in a long time. You're like, "Oh, I completely forgot about that." That's a trigger. That's a trigger that you need to heal that. You need to heal that situation. But music can often help you understand how you're feeling, right? If you ever sit and just like turn through the radio stations, certain music will hit you in certain ways. If you're sad, then you might find that music hits you differently because of your emotions. But if you're happy, then you might find that certain music don't even trigger you, don't even bother you. So be aware that music has went for many many centuries back, like from the time that people walked. Music has always been a part of culture. There's always been music because we thrive in frequency and vibration. Frequency and vibration, without us realizing it, that is our energy communication, our language, right? Like, we don't have to speak the same language, but if we walk in the room and there's a beat that we like, we can all dance together. Even if we can't communicate and speak the same language together, we can dance together, right? Our bodies can feel the rhythm of the music, and we can vibe together, right? So that's what this is saying, is like Music can also bring you back to who you truly are. It can bring you back to balance. It can also unbalance you. So you want to make sure that you're mindful as to what you allow into your ears, because when it goes into your ears, it's going into your mind, and when it goes into your mind, it's going through your body, right? And it's going into your energy source. So just be mindful of what you allow, what you listen to, why you listen to it, and what does it do for you? What's the purpose of it? You know, do a music check. I call it music checks. Listen to it and then ask yourself, why do I listen to this? What does it do for me? What has it done for me in the past? Is this a good choice for me? What should I gravitate to, right? And even ask the universe, what frequencies would you like me to listen to? And the universe is going to respond with different options for you. But if you talk to the universe with what frequencies do you want me to listen to, that's how it's going to communicate, because that's how it sees music. It sees music as a frequency, because it really is. It's an energy, and it's moved into a frequency based off the vibrations and things like that, and the words and things like that. So if you want to raise your frequency, your energy, if you're looking to release, you might want to look into frequencies that help you to release. You might want to look into tuning forks, things like that, right? But I feel like music can kind of like help to cleanse you. It feels like it's a cleansing word for you here. The universe is saying that listening to music, finding the right one is very important for you, but it will just kind of help cleanse you. In the evenings, throughout the night, I often switch my music. I play music all night long, and I usually play. I usually start off with shamanic energy, with like the beating of the drums and things like that, and then I will often move into um, the hertz, the 536, things like that, and I will play like relaxation frequencies, and that will often elevate, so that when I wake up, I feel refreshed and I don't feel drained, right? So there's different kinds of music you can listen to, but I feel like that's really important for you. Like I feel like the universe really wants you to tune in on that, because that is kind of like, it might be a big part of what you do daily. If you're someone that always has music going, or someone that likes to dance, your music is really important. That's your closing card. So that's something that might tie all the things together, right? Okay, so I hope this has helped you. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.